Hello, students. Welcome back to your science class. In the previous class, we were discussing about chapter number 12, that is our environment. And under this chapter, we were discussing the subtopic air pollution, and we were rather discussing in detail about the different causes of air pollution, under which we were discussing about how the how or what are the natural causes of air pollution. So under that, we had discussed in detail about the causes of natural causes rather of air pollution, which includes your volcanic eruptions, forest fires, right, and also your pollen grains and the uh, lightning. All these are responsible for air pollution. That is what we learned in the last class. Now today we are going to discuss in detail about the man-made causes of air pollution. So in the beginning, like on the first day when we started off uh, with the sorry not the first day, but rather after we started off with this with the chapter, once the introductory part was over, we had also discussed about air pollution, and we had discussed in brief about both the natural cause and the man-made causes of air pollution, right? So as we have already got over with the natural causes of air pollution, that is why now we will be discussing in detail about the man-made causes of your air pollution. So under man-made causes, we have also discussed about different causes in brief in the previous class, like the agricultural activities, right? uh, the burning of in under agricultural activities, we had also discussed about burning of the crop residues also, if you all remember, and also how the vehicles pollute the environment, the smokes coming out from the factories and all. So all these things we discussed in brief in our previous class. So today we are going to discuss about each one of them in detail. Okay, so the first factor or the first cause of your air pollution is the agricultural activity. Okay, so how the agricultural activity is causing your air pollution? You know that uh, India is a agricultural country, right? So the basically the farmers, when they are uh, like cultivating crops in a huge amount, so they have a fear that the insects or the pest will attack uh, their crops. Okay, this will result in huge amount of loss to the farmers. So often what they do is, in order to increase the productivity and also in order to get rid of such insects or such uh, fungus and all other bacteria and all from the crops, what do they do is they are using the fertilizers, they are using the pesticides, insecticides. So what happens when they use these chemicals is that like if they are using it to a small amount, that may cause little bit of pollution, right? But since they are using it continuously, because they need to grow crops in large quantities, they need to protect their crops so that they do not have to face the loss. So the overuse of the chemicals has result in poisoning the soil, and also the chemicals, when it is released in the soil, some amount of chemicals get mixed up with the air as well, causing air pollution. Okay, and also on the other hand, it is also leading to the soil pollution as well, soil pollution or land pollution also we can say. Okay, so this is making the uh, like once it is polluting the soil, it is also like contributing to contamination of the water, because you know that in the if the chemicals are there in the soil, so when the water is being when the crops are watered, or whenever there is a rainfall, those chemicals gets mixed with the raindrops and is seeping into the soil, hence causing water pollution as well, along with soil pollution and air pollution. So this is one of the thing that happens. Okay. Other than that, what are the other things that happens? You can see here in the picture, the first picture rather, that the farmers are applying some kind of chemicals in the crops. So you can see in the from the picture itself that whenever they are applying the chemicals, like it is being spread into the air, and it is passing through the air, and then it is reaching your crops. So many chemical particles are getting mixed with the air, thereby causing air pollution. Okay, so this is one of the factor. Another thing is that the crop residues are also being burned. Okay, so because of burning of the crop residues, that is the once the crop is harvested, the main uh, thing that is needed, the crop is being harvested, the remaining part of the crop residues, they are being burned down. And when these crop residues are burned, as you can see from the picture here, when they are being burned, you can see huge area of the uh, land is occupied by the crops, and when they are burning, huge amount of smoke is being produced, which is again getting mixed with your air, and thereby it is causing your air pollution, because this smoke has got n number of gases over there. The smoke is not good for breathing also, and hence this smoke, when mixes with the air, is causing your air pollution. The next thing, or rather the next cause of your air pollution, is vehicles. You know that number of vehicles are running on the road every single day, and even in the night time also we see that lot of vehicles are running. Not just on the road, we have got other vehicles also, like your trains and all, which runs many trains are there which runs on coal or petrols and all. Okay, so what do they do? Like whenever a fossil fuel is burnt, then some amount of gases will be produced, which further causes air pollution. So vehicular pollution is also one of the main causes of air pollution, and this is a man-made cause, because vehicles are made by man, the vehicles are run by man only, right? We human beings are manufacturing the vehicles, whether it is a car, a bus, a train, uh, a scooter or scooty, bike, whatever it is there, all is prepared or all is manufactured by the people for their convenience, for moving from one place to another. And in that process, we need some amount of fuel to run the vehicle, which is the fossil fuel, the petrol and the diesel, right? So these, when it burns, it releases some amount of smoke in the environment, and that mixes with air, causing air pollution. The next uh, cause of your air pollution, which is man-made, is the industries or the factories. So from the picture here itself, you can understand how how the exhaust or how the smoke coming out from the factories are having an impact on the air quality. So you can see from the picture itself, the first picture and the second picture. In the first picture, so white smoke is coming out, which is very dense like a cloud. The second picture, you can see the blackish colored smoke is coming out from the exhaust pipe of the factory. So imagine the quality of air that is that like it the quality of air that is there in that particular surrounding area. The people living there, how would they breathe? What will be their health condition after breathing this type of air, right? So Factories and industries are also releasing the smoke into the environment, which is causing your air pollution. The next one is your indoor air pollution, which like which is done in an everyday basis in our home. Okay, so this is indoor air pollution is directly related with us and our homes. So we had also discussed in brief about it, like toxic chemicals that is there in the air freshness. So we had talked about air freshness, uh, that the air fresheners, they though they help in keeping the like in maintaining the smell of the room or the house, right? Whenever we are spraying the air fresheners, or whenever we are like air fresheners and all these things, whenever we are spraying, what we are doing is that we are releasing some amount of chemicals into the air at our home. So what happens when the chemical is getting mixed up with the air? It is leading to air pollution, right? Because in the air freshener we have some amount of formaldehyde, which is again carcinogenic, which means that it can cause cancer also. In the fragrance that is given to you all in the air freshener, you know that in the air freshener we are using air freshener for the fragrance, right? Because we want to keep our house like smelling good. We don't want people to come into our house and then they like happen to smell some foul smells and all. So that is why we are using air freshener, so that a fresh good smell can come. But we forget that in giving us those fragrance, some ingredients are also such that which we are not knowing about, which is causing pollution in the air, and also it is impacting our health. Okay, some undisclosed ingredients are there, which is directly linked for reproductive and developmental toxicity, meaning that it is not good for our health, for reproduction purpose also, and for development also. Okay, so these are some of the facts about the air fresheners in that we use in our homes on an everyday basis. Along with that, we are using paints for coloring our house. We are using mothballs. We are using other cleaning uh, we can say the products, like we are using Collins and all, Harpic and all, right? So the smell that is coming out, or rather the whenever we are using the Colin to clean our mirrors and all, you know that there are some amount of chemicals in that product as well. So when it is being released, when we are spraying it over a mirror or any other surface, so some amount gets mixed up with the air also, thereby causing air pollution. Okay, so these are all the man-made causes of your air pollution. So what is there, uh, like these all are the ones that is responsible for air pollution, and these are all man-made or human-made. And what is its impact on the human health? Because we had discussed previously also that air pollution, be it water pollution, be it soil pollution, whatever it is, it will ultimately have an impact on us human beings and other animals and plants also likewise, right? So what is the health impact of air pollution? If we are exposed to air pollution for a long period of time, what is going to happen to our health, or what is going to happen to our body? So, neurological development in children and cognition in older people can be hampered. That means if a person is exposed to air pollution, then different parts of the body will be impacted. Children may face problems in their neurology, meaning that they might have problems related to the nervous system. Along with that, they can even the grown up people can also have an impact, uh, like in remembering things. Okay, if you are exposed to the air pollution for a long period of time, then it also has an impact on our lungs. You all are very much familiar with the different diseases related to lungs, like the asthma, bronchitis, and all these things. So your lungs will also be affected. Okay, and because the lungs will be affected, so the older people will be like more like will be having more problem related to the lung infection and all. Along with that, we also uh, the long term exposure to air pollution also results in uh, impact to the heart. There are many problems that a person might have to face that is related to heart, because heart, it is pumping blood, and the oxygen is very much required for the blood to be carried to different parts. People may have to face strokes. Okay, they may have to face a heart failure, or rather heart attack and all, because of long term exposure to air pollution. So these are some of the impacts that the air pollution will have on our health. So these shows that if we are exposed to air pollution for a long period of time, then it is going to impact our health. So this means that we should try our level best to control air pollution, because you have seen in these uh, in these slides that man-made causes are much more harmful, though the natural causes are also there which leads to air pollution for, but the man-made causes are very much like having a greater impact. It is on a large scale. So if we are doing this on a regular basis, and if we are going to move on and on with the same habit every time, and we are contributing to air pollution, so it is us who will be getting impacted. Okay, it is us who will have to face the consequences. It is us who will be having all the uh, health problems. If we are causing air pollution, then we will be the one who will be facing the consequences. So if we are the cause, then we have to face the consequence also. So we need to try our level best to try and prevent air pollution as much as possible. So with this, we are going to end our today's class, and in the next class we are going to move forward in your chapter and move on to the next topic. Thank you, children.